problem. We'll be like,
Sarah will be laughing.
and you know what they'll do next? They'll subtitle us as well next.
I hope you've got a factory on there for us too.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Great, okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, fab. Oh, thank you for coming out and
You're
having a chat with us today.
Welcome. Lovely day. So
we know you, Rach, as the Mumager of the Ospreys, one of the domestic teams. So Ospreys play wheelchair rugby 5s and 4s.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into it. We all know Kyron Bish.
Okay.
But tell us how you got into it and how did you get to the point where you literally run a club day to day?
Okay. Obviously got into it because of Kyron.
Yeah.
By going to a taster session. And it progressed. We went to juniors, started playing Ospreys juniors. Kyron was a big lad, so we quickly progressed up to seniors. Up until that point, I was a mum watching, didn't have any intentions of volunteering. Went along to the Ospreys seniors and got involved with, again, watching and being a parent. And things happened within the club. Certain people left, positions came open, and I thought, you know what, I can do that. I'm gonna have a go. Didn't know how good I would be at it, but I thought if anyone can do it, I can. I'm going to give it a go. Took over the role of secretary. Absolutely loved it. Bit of a control freak, so I do like being in charge, as you know. And it's just sort of progressed from there to the point now where I basically do absolutely everything in the club that I love.
You do.
I absolutely love it. And I think for me, seeing how sport has changed Kyron's life and how powerful sport is, I just wanted to do more.
Yeah. And
the only way that I could do more, because I'm not a sporty person, as you could probably tell, so the only way I could do more was to put all my time into the club and making it as successful as possible.
Yeah, amazing. So obviously you're a female, you identify as a female, and so a lot of women come into the sport with the voluntary roles because, like you say, their partners, their kids play wheelchair rugby. What do you think the biggest challenges are for women currently, like just being part of the scene and getting involved?
I think it's primarily a very male-orientated sport. It's got better. The majority of clubs have females within their teams, and they're very, very valid members. Childcare is obviously an issue. Working, a lot of parents, we've got players that play, female players that play for us that are full-time mothers and work full-time. So obviously childcare is a huge issue. The fact that I think they're not encouraged, they're a bit scared. Am I going to fit in as a female in a you know, a male environment? Am I going to be valued as a player? Am I going to get the same amount of court time? You know, and I also think a lot of barriers are barriers that females put up themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that, you know, if you're one of those females, probably like me or you, who, regardless of whether you're male or female, you just get on with it and do it. But if you're a female that throughout your life, especially somebody with a disability, that's always had obstacles in their way, perhaps they feel, oh, I don't know, is this for me? Am I going to be welcomed? You know, so I think a lot of it is the barriers that they put at themselves, and, you know, they've just got to get out there and do it and have a go and become, you know, valid members.
They say that if a man looks at a job advert and he meets 2 or 3 of the criteria, essential criteria, he'll apply. Whereas a woman will look at it, and if she doesn't meet all the criteria, she'll eliminate herself before she even starts. So I think that's a really valid point. How do we change this? How do we get more women now towards LA, towards the sort of, you know, Paralympics of 2032 and beyond? What's the message we need to get out there? How do we bring this about?
I think the message is those barriers exist because you want them to exist. Let's knock those barriers down. People like yourself, people like GBWR, who are opening the gates for females and advertising females in sport. The women's game, the fact that we won a gold medal, you know, I mean, absolutely fantastic. And, you know, at the end of the day, they get on that court and they absolutely smash it. You know, I mean, some of the females in the sport are, you know, they're pretty hard. They're hard women, and they get out there and they just go for it. But I think what we're doing now as GBWR, as, you know, we're smashing it. And I think people have just got to look on social media, look at the profiles of these women players, of these female players. events like this today,
Yeah.
yesterday, with all the females getting on that court. You know, look, we had people in high heels having a
We
go.
did. We had people
You
in
know,
high heels
and I think
playing wheelchair rugby.
you know, those sorts of things are just going to highlight the fact that we want females to participate and to get out there and have a go.
Yeah, definitely. Every single woman yesterday left with such a big smile on their face.
Exactly.
And hopefully
Exactly.
that sort of changes things.
And I think as clubs as well, we have to support those players where they have trouble with they have issues with childcare, they have issues with, we've got
we
health
do it
issues.
with Ruben, don't we?
Yeah.
You know, we all take turns looking after Ruben while Philippa's on court.
And females, we do have extra health things going on and extra things to contend with. Menopause, yeah. Periods, and we have to support them with this.
Yeah, I like it.
And I think, be there for them to talk to. If they're having a bad day or if they're struggling with childcare and they can't turn up at training, doesn't mean to say they're not going to make the team because they can't make training. And understand what these players' needs are.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I tell you what, we've got the Mumager on camera talking about her passion, so never let it be said that you don't work well in front of the camera, because you always do.
Love it. It's one of those sports. I think the community and the camaraderie is second to none.
Yeah,
and I don't think you get that anywhere else.
Yeah, you guys were the first weekend after my marriage broke down, and the kids were devastated. I was lost, and we came into that development day, and you all just behaved like you normally do. The banter was at a all-time level, and for just those few hours I forgot what my life was currently dealing with, and it felt normal again. So it's changed all of our lives, and I think it can do that for all of us.
And we need more females managing teams and pushing the teams forward and taking your teams abroad and organising it and taking all the wheelchairs and going to play in these countries. We need more females doing that. And I've come from a background where I'm not A-level educated, or I've not been to university, and if I can do it, I'm damn sure anyone can do it.
You're a doer, and that's what we need, is doers.
Exactly.
So there we are, officially words from the Mumager. Get in there, get stuck in,
and get on with
get
it.
the females on board and stop the barriers.
Exactly.
Amazing. Thank you, Rach.
You're welcome, Sarah. You're welcome.